Kenya is vouching for major reforms at the International Monetary Fund that seek proper distribution of members' quota and voting rights. National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Professor Njuguna Ndung'u says the reforms will reflect the changing global dynamics that have seen the rebalancing of global economic power and influence. The Treasury CS spoke during the ongoing annual meeting happening in the city of Marrakesh, Morocco.
For the whole of this week, more than 100 members of the International Monetary Fund have been meeting in Morocco for the annual meeting. Top on the agenda is the 16th review of IMF quotas and commitments by members to provide funds to the lender for onward lending to other members. The last review was done more than a decade ago, and members are now calling for more changes in the management of the fund and the shareholding structures to reflect new realities.
And we make sure that because we are also going to move into an accrual system of budgeting, we do not want to carry any pending bills in the future. But this one is going to be critical because we want to put a stop to this. Because if you don't have a budget, you don't spend.
Member countries have been calling for a change in the redistribution of quota and voting shares to allow more members have a say in the decision of the fund. Currently, the United States has the highest quota at 17.4% and a voting share of 16.5%, giving Washington more power and influence in the fund.
Persistent shocks that have created.
National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Njuguna Ndung'u, who is attending the annual meeting, says there is a need for the IMF to play its role in a more transparent way to help the global economy with the ongoing economic and social turbulence.
Have a value chain approach and to make sure that you provide the budget at any stage in the value chain. No duplication, no gaps, so that we know that the budget you have allocated is going to finish the cycle of the product. And we're going to see the product at the end. We are going to stick to that. So whether solutions of securitizing or solutions of paying in come in, depending on the circumstances, we're going to deal with it. But first of all, first things first, let's verify them and then put a stop to them so that once you deal with them, it's once and for all.
Critics of IMF says the fund doesn't reflect the will of its members, with the US wielding the more powers than any other member. The Marrakech meeting is widely expected to develop a change matrix that will see the distribution of voting rights altered and the members allocated more funding quota. Edna Murungi for Prime Edition.